We would be talking about the importance of socio-emotional learning through the lens of teachers and students in a post-COVID world. Thank you for taking your time. Dream a Dream is an organization which has been working on the life skill space for the last 20 years, which engages with 10,000 young people directly every year. And we also work with the teacher educators. So primarily there are three programs which directly impacts young people and teachers: the teacher development program, the after school life skills program, and the career connect program. About the teacher development program is basically upskills teachers with life skills to reimagine the learning spaces and effective classroom practices. Primarily, the teacher development program is based on the premises of the true transformation that happens with the presence of a caring and a compassionate adult in a young person's life. Over the last years, the TTP impact has been, we have reached around to 10,000 teachers approximately and impacted about 250,000 children. Through our studies, our key insights have been the net promoter score for teacher development program has been 65. We have basically the teachers' outcomes have been 94% of teachers have reported their quality of life has been improved. We could see there are improvements in teaching, increase in empathy and increase in self-confidence with teachers. So teachers reporting not having access to other alternate SEL programs have been 91%. In the month of April and May, when the COVID started, we reached out to 1,895 teachers to basically understand what challenges have they been faced with. Out of which 72% of the teachers reported that they are feeling anxious, worried, upset, and they do feel helpless. 43% of teachers reported that the children have been calling to them to talk about their fears, their anxiety, what's been happening with the COVID. And 52% of teachers reported the importance of socio-emotional learning in the post-COVID world. So today we have our panelist, Durga Lakshmi. She's a teacher from grade 1 to 8, Abacus Brightway School. Radha, she's a teacher from grade 1 to 4, Social Studies, Mahatma Vidyalaya School, Bangalore. And we have Nayana, who's a grade 8 student, also from the Mahatma Vidyalaya School. I welcome our panelists for today's session. What we would be discussing today is about what challenges the teachers are currently faced with specific to the pandemic. How do they really cope up with the pressure that the pandemic has been creating? What is the role of SEL in the development of a child? And what is the role of and importance of socio-emotional learning in the post-COVID world? So welcome Nayana, Durga Lakshmi, and Radha. We also have Rahul from Dream a Dream who will be helping us in the translation. So basically, we truly believe that the teachers are the heart of the education system, because on average, a teacher could impact a child's life from about 30 to 35 years. And a child normally spends a time about 12 to 13 years with teachers, and they're basically the next parents. So we invite Durga Lakshmi to share about the challenges they have been faced with in terms of the COVID and what is the disruption it has caused to the education system.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. The challenges we have faced in this as a teacher. Before going to a teacher life, I would like to tell the challenges what I have faced in my personal life is that my husband is a government employee. So in the COVID situation, he has no other option to stay at home. And myself and my child was staying at home. Whenever he was finishing his work, returning back to home, there is a lot of fear factor which will be running in our mind. So it leads to a lot of pressure. Even after he is taking many personal care, but also the fear factor was in our mind. And our parents were also worried that, okay, he will be always visiting outside. After returning home, please take care, please take care. So everybody will be having that fear. And in my personal life, in my professional life as a teacher, the main challenges that I have faced is the internet connectivity issues. Uh, Especially we are living in a rural area, so the issues are more in this area. And handling too many masters in teachers, whereas in school, we used to teach only for the students and the children. In the body language, the tone we use will be different. But as we teach in online, the parents will be directly watching us. We can't use a rough tone.
Durgalakshmi, you're muted actually.
There will be a lot
Of pressure from our administrators. And the subject related matter we can teach nicely in the classroom or in online session. But how can we teach the morals, the discipline, the life skills? We can't teach directly to face. You have to behave like this. You have to behave like this. It will be totally different to teach. And it is the main challenge that we are facing in the online session. So it cannot be taught through online. So that is another main challenge. And only few teachers will be having the strong digital skills, and many are facing difficulty to using to this new technology. Whatever we are using now, Zoom, Google Meet, everything. But previous we are not aware of this. The WhatsApp, the email, that's more than enough for us. Now we are facing the more challenges using this new technology, adopting this. Thank you.
Thank you, Durgalakshmi. We could really relate to the challenges the teachers are currently faced with. Can I invite Radha to speak about how did she overcome these challenges? Can you
Yes,
share
ma'am.
experiences?
Yes, ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಈಗ ದುರ್ಗಾಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ನಾವು ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸು, ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಪರ್ಸ್ನಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಫೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅಂತ. ಸೇಮ್ ಅದೇ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸು ನಮಗಿತ್ತು. ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಮತ್ತು ವಯಸ್ಸಾಗಿರೋ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮದರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಅವರು ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ಹೋಗೋದು, ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಏನು ನಡೀತಿದೆ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿ ಮನೇಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಎಂಗೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಫುಲ್ ಖುಷಿ ಆಯಿತು. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಜೊತೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಾಗ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಬ್ಯುಸಿ ಶೆಡ್ಯೂಲ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ಥರ ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ನಾವು ಟೈಮ್ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಾಯ್ತು. ಅವ್ರ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಏನು, ಅವ್ರ ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಏನು, ಅವ್ರ ಎಮೋಷನ್ಸು ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕಾಯ್ತು. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದಿನ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಇದು ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರೀಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನ ಹೇಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಚಾಲೆಂಜಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಹೇಗ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಆಗ ನಾವೊಂದು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ, ಈ ತರ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿರೋರ್ ಜೊತೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್, ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲೂ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಈ ಕಡೆ ಹೊರಗಿನವ್ರನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದಾಗ ನಾನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದ್ಸಲಿ ಲಿಸನಿಂಗ್ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ಸ್, ಈ ತರ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ನ ನಾನು ಅಡಾಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಂಡೋರ್ ಗೇಮ್ಸ್ ಏನೇನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಇಂಡೋರ್ ಗೇಮ್ಸ್, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಾರ್ದು, ವೈ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಈ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರನೇ ಮನೆ ಒಳಗಡೆನೆ ಇಂಡೋರ್ ಗೇಮ್ಸು, ಚೆಸ್ಸು, ಕ್ಯಾರಮು, ಲೂಡೋ, ಈ ತರ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ನ ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಕಲಿಸಿ ನಾನು ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ, ಏನು ನಾವು ಜಾಬ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ವಿ, ಫುಲ್ ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ ಬರ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗು ಎಂಜಾಯ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡು, ಈ ತರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಇದ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಈ ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅದು. ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಬರುತ್ತಪ್ಪ, ಈ ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಸಿಗ್ತಾನೂ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಹೋಗೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಾವೊಂದು ಕಲ್ತ್ವಿ, ಏನು ಅದಿಲ್ದೆ ಇದ್ರು ನಾವಿರ್ಬೋದು, ನಮ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದ್ಯೋ ಅಷ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಲೀಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಕಲ್ತ್ವಿ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇನ್ನೇನ್ ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇದಾಯ್ತು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹೊಸ ಚಾಲೆಂಜ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದು ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್. ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವ ಆ್ಯಪ್ ಇದೆ, ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಹೇಗ್ ಟೀಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮಾರಲ್ ಹೇಗ್ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಟೀಚ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅದೇನು ದೊಡ್ಡ ವಿಷಯ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರಲ್ಸ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಹೇಗ್ ಮೋಟಿವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದೆಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂತು. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ತುಂಬಾ ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್. ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ಮೇಡಮ್ ನೀವು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ್ಲೇನೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ನು ನಾವು ನೀವು ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಕಳ್ಸೋದಾಗ್ಲಿ, ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಾಗ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾತ್ರ ಕಲಿಬಹುದು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅದೊಂದು ಚಾಲೆಂಜ್ ಬಂತು. ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಓವರ್ಕಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡೋ ತರ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಈಗ ಅವರು ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ, ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ನೀವ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಫುಲ್ ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಓಕೆ ನೀವು ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲೇ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನು ಕಳ್ಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗಿನ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು, ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಭಯ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಕಳ್ಸೋದಾಗ್ಲಿ, ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕಲಿತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದೊಂದು ಇನ್ನು ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ ಬಂತು. ಸೊ ಈ ಚಾಲೆಂಜಸ್ ನ ನಾನು ಈ ತರ ಓವರ್ಕಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I kindly request Rahul to translate.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. And thank you so much, Radha ma'am, for sharing so beautifully and so articulately. Radha ma'am basically started off by sharing that a lot of the challenges that she faced was very similar to what Durga Lakshmi ma'am faced. And one of the biggest things that stood out to her was in the beginning of the lockdown. She was very excited about it because with her busy schedule, she didn't get enough time and opportunity to just spend time with the family. And with the lockdown, it gave her that opportunity to spend that time with the family. But very soon she realized that again, spending time with the family also had its own set of challenges. And some of the ways that she overcame them were by engaging herself in some self-care practices. When she felt like she was feeling stressed or worried, she would always take up things like art or listen to music. She also tried spending a lot more time with the family, trying to understand them better, trying to listen to them, and being able to validate each other and be there for each other. This helped her also strengthen her relationship with her family members at home. The other major concern or challenge that she faced was with respect to salary. She was very worried if they would get salary or not, if they would get the full salary, if they would get half salary, what would happen. And this played a major impact in how she perceived the lockdown. And again, for her to overcome these challenges, she realized that there was not much that she could do about that. So she realized that she needed to cope with it. She needed to come to terms with it and understand that this is the reality. For which again she just used her own resilience that she has built over the years to come to terms with the current reality. And finally, when it came to online classes, she realized that she had the children and the parents were not very keen on online classes because they were all of the opinion that in a classroom, when we are trying to teach, the children are not able to engage with us 100%. How will children be able to engage in an online setting? They were very skeptical. And very soon, Radha ma'am, she sort of pushed herself out of her comfort zone, did a lot of reading and research, tried to find videos, tried to find resources, downloaded them, shared them with the kids, shared them with the parents, and had them engage through these videos and through these other activities. And this is something that she has seen that has really worked for her as well. So this is a little bit about what Radha ma'am shared. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Radha ma'am. It's been really inspiring that you've been using a lot of creative methods to keep the children engaged. Now we have our rock star Nayana, who's going to share with us her experiences about online teaching and how pandemic has affected our young people. Welcome.
Yeah, actually, thank you, ma'am. When this corona, when they just closed our schools, it was really unbelievable, and it was something like stress, and I could not go for playing outside or could not spend my time, as by going to the school I have been spend my 7 hours or 6 hours, so the time was going on. So then after coming to my home, I was just going for playing and complete my classwork, homework. This was my schedule. So while the school is closed now, so I want to spend the whole time in my home, and I could not go for playing with my friends. So my mother or father was to oppose that, so because of the health issue. So then by this time the online classes has been introduced. So in this online classes, we are not actually so much interested in this online classes. Of course, in the starting we could feel that yes, I got the mobile, I will just be in the online class, it will be interesting somewhat like that. But after going on like 1 week, 2 weeks, we just leave it that no one is going to check our classworks or homeworks. I could just take a photo of my friend's classwork or homework. I just send it to my subjected teachers. So this laziness comes in the every child at the starting. So yes, we want to overcome on this challenge. So we were not able to complete our classwork or homework in that time particularly, and of course we are getting opposition from our parents by using more time mobile, and we don't have any other options like yeah, we have more options if we search, but before comparing to before that, we are having going for the school, playing, and other things we have been involved, but we have that the things are all being closed. We want to innovate something new for ourselves to spend this time. So I just introduced myself and I innovated, just playing with my I just playing with my family members, my parents, my grandmother, my grandfather, my brother. So it has given me a good time, and by this way have just passing my time. So by this I just come to know what is my mother, what is my father, and how they play, and how fun I could be. And really it was great time, amazing. And while in the online classes also, we find that some of the network issues, and we are not able to listen them, or sometimes we are getting our mind diversion. So we could choose a better place, or a place where we are not able to divert it, our mind is not diverted. So I have did the same thing, so where my mind is not diverted, and I have just chosen a good place where I just get a good network. So these are the problems, and how I just came out of that.
Thank you so much, Taina. This would have been really difficult, right? So we understand that the pandemic has really taken us a toll on our socio-emotional aspect. So I just would like to understand from Radha and Durga Lakshmi, why do they feel going forward the socio-emotional learning is important?
ಓಕೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಈಗಿನ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಲೈಫ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟು. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಪತಿ, ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೇ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ಕೆಲವೊಂದ್ಸಲಿ ನಾವು ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ತಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಎಂಪತಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಸೋ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಲಿಸನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಓಕೆ ಈ ತರ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಎಂಪತೈಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೇರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕನ್ಸರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅವ್ರ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೈ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್.
ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಪತಿ ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್.
ಯಾ.
Let me just translate really quickly what Radha ma'am just shared. She says that understanding each other and empathizing with each other is a skill that will solve a lot of the challenges that we face in our day-to-day life. And this is something that she believes is very critical, not just in adults, but in children as well. And developing the skills of empathy and listening and these skills will not only ensure that you lead a more mindful life, but also ensure that the people around you and the community around you also lead a more meaningful life.
Thank you, Rahul. So, Durga Lakshmi, you've been sharing about your challenges. Why do you feel that social-emotional learning is important at this point of time, or it could be post-COVID? How do you reimagine education?
Yes, ma'am. I feel SEL and life skills are very important, and especially in my personal life, SEL made easy to build my resilience, ma'am. It made my thinking power, the empathy, the validation became more strong for me. So first, I think that if we are strong enough, then only we can build the child's future. So these life skills and SEL, what we learned in the life skills has helped me more, and it is a key component for the child also to build a positive social and emotional development. And this development itself influences a child's self-confidence and empathy, and a sense of importance and value of those around him or her. And it helps in self-confidence, ma'am, in regulation of self-confidence, controlling the emotions, or anticipating consequences before acting on impulse. And SEL plays important role in understanding the importance of positive relationships. Having the relationship is normal, but having the positive relationship in a good manner, it is possible learning through life skills. And I understand and I understood and I am practicing in my life these life skills, man. And this is possible only through empathy and the validation. Empathy, first we have to think what others are thinking in their view, and the validation. What I learned is, as I earlier told, that the challenges as I faced in my personal life, I had to validate for that. I have means I have to give importance to my husband's career also. So learning this life skills made it easier. And this development into the child confidence, man. Empathy and sense of importance. And for everything, the what the child will practice the life skills at the school, it will be recognized and it will be actually practiced by them in their actual situations also, and they will be recognized for each and every skill. So thank you, ma'am. This is the main important life skills.
Okay. So thank you, Durga Lakshmi and Radha. It's been beautifully explained that why socio-emotional development is a key going forward to unlock the potential of our young people. We would like to thank everybody, the panelists, Rahul, for translating and helping us to decode socio-emotional learning. The Dream a Dream team is launching a white paper on the learnings from the teacher development program, which basically talks about how does teachers, when given life skills, are able to unlock the true potentials of young people. You could find the link in the chat box and in the Inspired website. Thank you so much for joining us today. We would like to thank Teach for India on behalf of Dream a Dream and our panelists for giving us the space to hear the voices of teachers and young people.
Music Bed.
I had already attended the LSF1, LSF2 and LSF2. There was a lot more learning for me personally. It was the celebration, how to celebrate what we already learned.
So we'll take them through a journey that we celebrate their skills, we celebrate their time, we celebrate their innovativeness, we celebrate their thought process, we celebrate their thinking, we celebrate their successes, we also celebrate their failures, we also celebrate their questions, where they are left with. We also celebrate at a point, what next, how do we do this year after.
So we think I am going to learn some new things that will help in my career or in my life. So, but now, so I'm not just a teacher, I'm a facilitator now.
Over here, we provide them an opportunity, we'll provide them a platform by sharing our responsibilities more with them and then giving them the ownership.
In the second day, they gave the opportunity for the participator. They only create the game, they only create the group, they only create the thought, what you want to do.
To lead an experiential based activity, you need certain amount of skills, and this is where you see if an activity or if the workshop have actually worked, or how they have received, what are they thinking.
Last day helps to us to know what I am, to express ourselves, to open up, to take the step in, and this session helps to me understood, yes, I want to become a facilitator.
ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಡೇ ಲಾಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವೇ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟೇಟರು, ನೀವೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅವಾಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೆಸಿಟೇಟ್ ಆಯಿತು. ನಾವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟೇಟರ್ ಆಗೋಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತಾ, ನಾವು ಆ ರೀತಿ ನಡೆಸೋದಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತಾ.
The teachers who were reluctant to come forward, they were there, but you saw the other members, the other participants encouraging them, you can do it.
Basically from the day 1 to day 8. So we have been talking about the community, what the community we are in and how to develop it, how to build a supportive community. From tomorrow, they can see the supportive community in the staff itself.
Our colleagues, they know about us now, what we are, what are the skills we are having. Now these The community growing skills we can teach to children in the classroom.
Tomorrow when they go to the classroom, we don't want to quickly practicing or quickly or seeking for result. So they have to start practicing what they learned from the LSF 1 to 4, and that practice will give them automatically what they want in the classroom.
The teacher knows the importance of listening. What happens to the same teacher once you go to the classroom? Will the teacher, of course, attempt to listen? That is enough.
Usually I used to beat the children a very lot. After that validation session, first keep calm myself, let me child to explain everything for me. I will make sure that from my side and from the parent side, how can we come to solve the problem of the child.
Music bed.
So we thought the world was like one well in the well we are living, but they have taken from us from well to ocean. See, this is the world.
The teachers will constantly try figuring out how well, how interestingly will I be able to deliver this session. They start thinking at the creative level, and to think at the creative level, they also believe that they are creative now. Every individual is creative. I think this is a very fantastic space where we leave the teachers with, and hence how it affects in the classroom, it's magical out there.